Hey everyone, welcome back to Progressive D&D in our little corner of the D&D universe. Today, we're diving into a super interesting topic that's close to many of our hearts, helping our fellow Dungeons & Dragons players who find it tricky to visualize the fantastical worlds and epic adventures we love. Whether it's imagining a dragon's lair or picturing a bustling medieval city, not everyone finds this easy. Let's explore why and share some of the cool ways to make the game even more enjoyable for everyone. So, grab your dice and let's get started. So, you might be wondering, why can some people see a vivid movie in their mind's eye while others can't picture the simplest shapes and scenes? Well, it all comes down to something called aphantasia. Aphantasia means some people have a tough time with mental images, and it can vary a lot from person to person. But here's the cool part, everyone's brain works a bit differently, and that's totally okay. Whether you're someone who can't visualize at all or someone who sees everything in high definition, it doesn't mean you can't enjoy the game of D&D. Let's get a bit sciencey for a moment. Aphantasia isn't considered a medical condition that needs fixing. It's more about how uniquely our brains are wired. Scientists are still figuring it all out, but the key takeaway is that having aphantasia or being somewhere on the visualization spectrum is just another part of human diversity. And diversity makes things interesting, right? Now for the fun part, making D&D awesome for players who need a bit of extra help with visualization. Here's where we can get creative and inclusive. Number 1, visual aids. Think maps, pictures, and miniatures. These can be game changers, pun intended, for bringing the scene to life. And hey, who doesn't love cool miniatures on the table? Number 2, detailed descriptions. Sometimes all it takes is painting a picture with words. The more vivid and descriptive you can be as a DM, the better. It's like being a storyteller who brings the world to life through epic descriptions. Number 3, music and sound effects. Never underestimate the power of sound. Background music or ambient sounds can really set the scene and help players feel like they're right in the action. Number 4, technology. There are awesome apps and online tools designed to help visualize and plan your adventures. From digital maps to character creators, technology can be a fantastic ally. Number 5, patience and understanding. Last but definitely not least, being supportive and patient with each other makes a huge difference. D&D is all about teamwork and imagination, no matter how you experience it. There's one more thing that I really feel is worth mentioning, and that is that theater of the mind isn't everyone's cup of tea, and that's perfectly okay. This method relies heavily on imagination to visualize scenes in action, which can be daunting for players who find this challenging or simply prefer a more tangible approach to gameplay. For some, the pressure to visualize everything in their mind's eye can be overwhelming, potentially making them feel excluded or less engaged at the game table. Remember, the beauty of D&D lies in its flexibility and the myriad of ways it can be adapted to suit everyone's comfort level and enjoyment. The goal is to ensure everyone feels included and excited to be part of the adventure, regardless of how they experience the game. So, if theater of the mind isn't working for your group, there's no harm in mixing things up with visual aids, props, or whatever tools help bring the game to life for everyone. After all, the essence of D&D is about shared storytelling and creating memorable experiences together, not about how you visualize the story. So there you have it. Whether you see your adventures in your mind's eye or not, there are plenty of ways to make sure everyone at the table has a blast. Remember, D&D is about coming together to tell a story, and everyone's brain adds a unique flavor to the tale. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you found this video helpful. and drop a comment below with your own tips and experiences. Till next time, keep rolling those dice and creating unforgettable stories together.